What to study, API 570. Now, for example, here I have typed in API 510 into Google, and there's a couple of different directions you can go here, but it still ends up in the same location. I am trying to find out what their schedules are, the exam schedules, and find out what books I need, what versions of the books that I need. So I'm just going to go here to this individual certification page under api.org. Now that we've arrived on the API website, we need to figure out what code books we need to study to prepare to take the API 510 certification exam. So we go here to the schedule and fees to figure out what exam window we're going to be testing in, because that will help us make that determination. And this video is being made December of 2022, so we're past 2022, so we go up here to the top and go to 2023, and the January window is too soon for us to prepare, plus we've missed the application deadline by a long shot. So I'm going to scroll down and see that the May 12th to June 2nd window is probably going to be the best one for me. Now, each of these different programs, there is a test window 3 times a year for each. And it changes slightly, so you have to come and check. All right, but now we've determined May to June 2nd of 2023. We go back up here to certifications. And again, we're using the 510, which is already in the window here. But if you need to find one of the others, you can open this up and go to any of the ones here listed. But for our purposes, we're going for the API 510. Now, scroll down. And you see here the effectivity sheet and the body of knowledge. The body of knowledge tells you what code books you need. As you see here, this is covering September 22nd to the September of 2022 to the May of 2023 exams. So click on the body of knowledge and you scroll down here and you see the different publications that are covered on the API 510 exam. They've just added the ASME PCC-2, which makes a total now of 11 books that is covered, 11 books that are covered on the API 510 pressure vessel exam. Now let's go back. We go to the effectivity sheet, which is right here. Now the effectivity sheet tells you what versions of these code books you'll be using on the exam. And it's not always the newest ones, because sometimes they take several years to bring a new version into the exam material. So you need to determine which one you're using. And another thing, on the body of knowledge, it's not always that many books that they use. Sometimes they use one book, and that covers what is going to be on the exam. So you have to look and see and check for yourself. But don't be like a couple of guys I've had call and go, well, I've just been studying the 580. No, you need to study all the books that are covered in the 580. But they figured that out shortly into their course anyway. Now down at the bottom here we have hot links to TechStreet and Global IHS. TechStreet tends to be a little cheaper in my experience, but you can order what is referred to as an exam pack. It just covers the material that you'll be seeing on the exam, and that way you're not buying extra books that you don't need. Anyway, this concludes the video on material to study when prepping for an exam. Thank you for listening.